Oh shit, coming back at you again, back to back to back. Y'all getting back to back specials today. That was well needed. Today's a video I'm gonna tell y'all. So y'all know, if you watch my YouTube videos, I do some truck drive. I did truck driving. I still got my CDLA and shit. But I want to tell you a time when, in the beginning, when I had started at a new company, and it was called Central Transport. And the time I got stuck under a bridge. Yes, I got stuck under a fucking bridge. It wasn't even a tractor trailer. That's the sad part. So every day in Central Transport was a fucking nightmare. I'm gonna tell you that right now. One of the worst companies I ever worked for, and it was very discombobulated. The guys there were cool though, the workers, but the way the work was, and like everything was discombobulated. Like because you get like runs you have to go through, and you have to have a handheld thing where you have to punch in the address. Then when you get there, you have to do like the measurements of the packages. You got to punch in like the length by width, and it's fucking crazy. It's just so much fucking confusing shit that you have to do. It's not just drop and hook or drop and unload it. No, you have to do all this other extra bullshit, this tedious shit along with it. So you're not only just focusing on the driving, but you got to focus on getting to the place, finding the fucking place. They send you all the way in East Bumfuck. You don't even know where you're at, in Connecticut or wherever. You got to find a place. You got to look for the place. You got to make sure it's the right business. A lot of times I went to the wrong fucking business because the address is there, but the place isn't there. And then you get there, then you got to get out. You got to you got to deal with people with attitudes. Then you got to fucking unload the fucking thing and make sure everything is in order, because you have different orders for the day. And then take it out with the dolly, then measure the fuck. It's a fucking nightmare, I'm telling you now. So, I mean, I give kudos to the people that work in a Central Transport. That shit just wasn't for me. But, you know, I stuck with it for maybe a month or two, because I'm like, I can't just quit. I'm not a quitter. I can't just quit right away like this and letting people know that I can't do this. I'm gonna try my hardest. Listen, if I feel like I can't do nothing, I'm still gonna try everything I got to try and make it, you know, do whatever, just to try to prove a point, you know what I mean? And I made it all the way to the point where, so one day they assigned me, because some days they assign you box trucks, some days they assign you tractor trailers. And the place was raggedy as fuck, guys. This shit was so raggedy. The docks, that it was falling apart. Everything was fucking raggedy. The equipment was terrible. It was real bad. It was real bad. The pay was pretty decent, but everything else was terrible. The tractors weren't bad though. The tractors weren't bad. So I got a box truck one day, and I had my runs or whatever. I get to they send me all the way out to East Greenwich or some fucked up place. And I'm trying to look for this damn place, and my dumbass, right? I'm thinking, hey, a box truck gotta be lower than a tractor trailer. Than a tractor trailer. You know, the trailers on there. It's gotta be lower, because I'm driving a damn box truck. Little did I fucking know, they're both the same fucking height, and I'll never forget this in my life. So I go, my GPS is telling me to go this way. I didn't have no trucker GPS or nothing at the time neither. I was going off my just regular GPS, which I know you're not supposed to do, but I didn't have a fucking choice at the time. So I go to take a left, and I remember there was a steel beam bridge, and it had signs, which I did see. I did see the signs. I can't cap. I did see the signs. But in my mind, I'm like, I'm in a box truck. This isn't a tractor trailer, and I'm pretty sure I can get under there, because it looked like I was good to go. So I start going underneath the steel beam bridge. It was a small one too, but the thing is, it was like a slanted hill that goes up. So when you go on, it goes up like this. So I start going under, and I was clear. I even looked up. I'm like, yo, I'm clearing this shit. I'm good. I go under, and then as soon as I went up, as soon as it started going up, I heard, I was like, oh fuck. And then I tried to go, and it wasn't going nowhere. I was wedged under there. Man, was that the most embarrassing shit I ever had to do. Like, listen, I had to call my boss or whatever and call him and tell him, and he had to send people out, and the cops came out, and it was fucking ridiculous. Some idiot came up. Well, he wasn't an idiot. He tried to help me. But some guy came up and was like, maybe you should take the air out of the tires and then you can back it out. So he tried taking the air out of the tires. I'm like, there's no way the air is coming out of those tires. You know how much pounds of pressure of air is in these tires? There's no way. He tried to do it, didn't even get nothing out. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I could just back this bitch out, right? I'm thinking this the whole time. So the cops come, show up, and then people are driving by saying, oh, you didn't see the fucking sign and this and that. I used like just talking shit. And I'm like, whatever. Of course they're gonna talk shit when they drive by. I wasn't even in the mood. I was like, I know I fucked up. I own it. That was an idiot move. But at the same time, that's the last time I don't want to hear nobody's fucking mouth, you know, at the same time. So people talking shit, driving by, whatever. And so I'm like, I don't even care. Listen, it is what it is. This is, it is what it is. What can I do? It's over with. It's done and over with. And we live to see another day anyways. Who nobody's even gonna remember that. Like, they might think back about, oh, remember that shit, but they're not gonna just think about that shit every day. That, listen, I don't give a fuck anyways. Who gives a fuck, right? I did at the time, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm just saying. So, what was I gonna say? So the cops come, whatever. So a guy came and needed the tow truck. Now the tow truck came, and literally the guy got in the truck, the box truck, and backed it out. I'm like, that's the same shit I was gonna do. I could have did that shit myself. Guy came, backed it out, and it was I think it was what fucking Enterprise truck or some shit. Not Enterprise. Nah, I forget. It was a box truck from I forget the company. But all the cops show up and they investigate, they do the paperwork. They're like, oh, where's the paperwork for the thing? For your company? I'm like, it should be in there. I called him a boss. I'm like, yo, where's the paperwork? Because, you know, the cops want to know. They're like, yo, he don't even have no paperwork in his truck or nothing. So everything was kind of like not legit. And that was on the company's end. And I said, yo, is this gonna go on my record or whatever? My driving thing? He's like, nah, that goes on the company shit. And so, needless to say, I got lucky, but I'll never make that mistake again. So we ended up returning the truck. I had to go with the tow truck, and then the guy was like, oh, what about the merch in there? Is the merch still good? I'm like, yeah, nothing's wrong with the merch. The top of the truck was like dented in. It was shredded, dented in. And I was like, damn. So anyways, he's like, all right, well, come back. We're gonna put you in another truck, and then you're gonna head back out. I thought I was gonna be done for the day after that. He put me in another truck, sent me back out to finish the runs for the day. I understand, money's gotta be made. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll finish the day up. Finished the day, came back, because we have to do it at a certain time. I came back, and they was like, oh, the dude was like, they were all talking about it when I got back at the yard. They're like, yeah, so we heard you got into an accident today, whatever. And I was like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. They're like, and then the dude that was training me, because I had a trainer there when I first got there, the dude that was training me was like, yo, always remember 13.6. 13.6, no matter what. I don't care if it's box truck, tractor trailer, it's always 13.6. And this guy was, I'm not gonna lie, he was a badass fucking driver. That motherfucker was so badass. He was backing into areas and spots I could never even dream of doing. And he was doing it like it was nothing. And that's how my pops used to be. Unfortunately, I'm not like my pops, you know, different breed. But, you know, I do my best. You know, in the tractor trailer, I do my thing. But I'm not like top tier or nothing like that. But I get the job done and I do my thing. You know what I mean? But it's just crazy. Like, that was a crazy ass day for me. That was a crazy ass day. I worked for a little bit after that because I knew people were going to talk shit and be like, oh, he's definitely quitting now. I kept going for like another month. And then I was like, yeah, this just isn't for me. The last straw I had was when the packages, all right, so I sent out for the day and I wasn't in the mood that day. I'm like, I fucking hate this guy. I'm so done with this shit. But he sent me out. The fucking packages for the beginning of the day was all the way in the back of the trailer, and everything, and some packages were missing. So I had to rearrange the trailer, go all the way back. I'm like, you know something? I'm done with this shit. Gave him my 2 weeks notice, packed it up, got the fuck out. But yeah, that was a time that I definitely fucked up, and that was crazy. I definitely, but it was a learning lesson. It was a learning experience. I learned from that, and I know I would never happen to me again. So yeah, that's my story on that. Long, but I'm gonna hopefully I might edit it. I don't know.